Welcome guys. Rockstar is undoubtedly one of the largest and most successful companies in the video game industry. The company, which is itself a subsidiary of another company called Take-Two Interactive, has gained a lot of fame and fortune thanks to the construction of the highest quality games of the last 2 decades and has established its place in the industry. Of these games, titles such as Grand Theft Auto have become a brand for the word game and have countless fans. Therefore, any new games produced and released for this series will be met with an amazing welcome from gamers, making it hard for Rockstar to maintain its GTA legacy. Rockstar released Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy. The definitive edition showed that any studio might go on to recreate its old games and rebuild them to satisfy the new generation of gamers. However, it seems that the company's efforts did not come to fruition, at least in this regard, and the mentioned rimsters appear to be facing many problems. Changing the game engine to Unreal Engine 4, excellent lighting and the existence of such things in the GTA IV Remaster is commendable, but the game's problems are enough to overshadow its benefits. Given that the GTA Remastered trilogy was recently released and the GTA V continues to be the printing press of Rockstar banknotes, and thousands of people are currently experiencing its online section, the other remastering of the title of the series will be in an aura of obscurity and far from imaginable. In fact, the GTA IV game has become a member of this family despite its astonishing success, which attracts the least attention from the Rockstar side. The game was first released in 2008, and it's very strange that so far no upgraded or even ported versions are available. Grand Theft Auto 4 is undoubtedly one of the top or even top games of Rockstar Company, and its overall theme and story is also much more serious than other titles in this series. On the other hand, the more realistic nature of the game had made it more adult than Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas and even Grand Theft Auto 5. In addition to the story, the atmosphere and mood of the game world is also known as one of the most realistic spaces among other works of this collection. On the other hand, the similarity of the gaming world to reality and the multiplicity of activities in it are also among the other highlights of the game, which at the time seemed literally astonishing. On the other hand, Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto 3 also hosted additional fictional content after the release. Of course, this fictional adjunct package was originally exclusive content for Xbox consoles and provided gamers with a valuable experience. It goes without saying that many gamers have long been waiting for the release of such an adjunct package for the GTA V game, and now the realization of this issue with the success of GTA Online will be far-fetched. Of course, another option that gamers always demand from Rockstar. The release of the remaster or remake of Grand Theft Auto 4 is to quench your thirst for Rockstar titles' single-player fictional campaigns. Rockstar today, however, there are several other reasons to make the release of the remaster version of Grand Theft Auto 4 vital. In fact, the experience of this game on modern platforms is impossible and only the owners of Xbox One and Xbox X series consoles can play 7th-generation games thanks to backwards functionality. The PC version of the game is also literally awful and has no smell of optimization. Of course, even on Xbox consoles, the presence of an unpleasant bug makes the gaming experience unsavory. It should be noted that Grand Theft Auto 4 is currently running on Xbox X and S series consoles at a rate of 60 frames per second, and it seems that the best platform for experiencing this game is the 2 consoles mentioned. On the contrary, those who use PlayStation platforms are unable to experience the game on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 consoles, and the implementation of the game is only possible on the PlayStation 3 console, which will host the 2008 version on a console that is 2 generations old. Many well-known video game industry publishers have been remaking and remastering their old titles for some time, and some of them have been very successful in doing so. For example, thanks to Capcom, Resident Evil 2 was remade in the best possible way, and in 2019 we were able to experience one of the best video games in a modern format. On the other hand, the return sheet and gamers disliked the company's performance in relation to Resident Evil 3 game remake, and of course, the interpretation of this issue itself demands a separate video. Following this, Take-Two was also tempted to order Rockstar to make remastered versions of 3 titles influential in the history of video games. On the other hand, Rockstar, who has faced a shortage of time for enumerating banknotes from the GTA Online game and developing the next version of the series and even supporting the Red Dead Redemption 2 game, decided to leave it to his most notorious studio subsidiary, Rockstar Dundee. The studio was previously active in port titles for other GTA series and unfortunately has no illustrious history. As a result, the studio's efforts to make a remastered version of the GTA trilogy also failed. It goes without saying that if the game performs well in terms of sales, Don't doubt that Take-Two will again think about remastering another title, and in this list, the names Grand Theft Auto 4 and Red Dead Redemption will definitely come out on top. What do you think about this? Share with me in the comments section.